Hey guys, how's it going? So, I want to start this one off with obviously face to face. So yeah, I can't brain. So some of you would have seen a series of posts from me the other day or last week. I ended up in hospital, and I just thought I'd give you a bit of an idea as to why I was there and what happened. So first of all, thanks for all your sort of thank you for all your thank yous. Thanks for all the sort of comments and concerns and so on. You know, I appreciate it all. It sort of got me through the time in hospital. Don't like hospitals. So, where do I start? Basically, you know what, first of all, hope you all had a good Christmas and New Year and all that, because why not put it out? It's the new year now. I wanted to get this video up a little bit sooner, but I've just not had a chance to. But anyway, yeah. I realise I'm probably a little bit too... sod it. Anyway. So yeah, I'll go back, I'll start off. So last Monday, I was going to bed. My girlfriend went, "Oh, that's a nasty bruise you got there on your chest." I didn't know I'd done it. Don't remember hitting it, it weren't painful. Just thought, yeah, it's just something come up. Oh well. And then Tuesday I woke up and there was these massive rash all from my feet, up my leg, sort of part of my torso, on my arm. Something definitely weren't right there. As I got on sort of throughout the day, I found I was spitting out a lot of blood. By the way, yeah, so this vlog will contain a bit of goriness and some pictures, nothing too extreme whatever, but yeah, you've kind of been warned. So yeah, anyway, you know, I was spitting up some blood and I thought, oh, maybe I just brushed my teeth a bit too hard or something, you know, so you damage the gums, so I tried sort of being a bit more gentle with them. Got home Tuesday, fine. I noticed my tongue started going a bit bloody. It's quite odd. There's a lot of these dark blood spots on my tongue as well. So I thought, right, okay, you know what? I'm going to be safe. I'm going to book an appointment with the doctor. Tuesday being a bank holiday, that's not going to happen. So I made sure I got up first thing on Wednesday morning and got an appointment with the doctor sort of in the afternoon. As Wednesday went on a bit, I got a nosebleed, and the nosebleed just wouldn't stop. It just on and on and on. It's just relentless. It's got me a little bit worried. You get most people worried, I guess. So got to the doctor's and bleeding all over the place, and he wasn't happy that I was bleeding all over the place. And he said, look, he looked at the rash as well and went, okay, for the sake of being safe, I suggest you go straight to A&E. He phoned up the hospital and said, okay, I've got a patient coming down, see him ASAP, and sort of get a blood test and find out what's going on. So he got me a bit worried there. So I got to hospital, done the usual NHS waiting around for ages and ages, trying to sort things out, but the crux of it, they said, okay, you're going to need to stay in overnight. They done the blood test and found my platelet level. My platelet levels were really low, like it's got a score of 1, which is, if you cut yourself, you're probably going to bleed to death. Now, from sort of family history and so on, there's none of that in my family, so I'm a bit bemused as to where it come from. And basically, medical profession don't quite know why this occurs, but they have a name for it, obviously. The name for it, correct me if I'm wrong, or not correct me if I'm wrong, excuse me if I got it wrong, it's Immune Thrombocytopenia. Basically, yeah, it's down to your platelet quick, try and roll back a bit. Sorry, I'm all over the place here, just trying to think, trying to talk as I'm sort of talking. I'm trying to talk as I'm thinking about this. So, what your platelet levels do, or what your platelets do is they allow your blood to clot. If you've got too many platelets, then your blood clots far too easily, and there's a problem there. If you've not got enough platelets, then you can't clot. Hence the nosebleed, hence the sort of spitting blood when spitting, and so on. So yeah, that's where we were. Doctors put me on a course of steroids and some other sort of anti-bleed type drugs, and kept me in overnight. The next morning, the next blood test showed up. Some of my platelets had come back. I had about a score of 6. So this is Thursday. So they said, okay, you need to speak to we're going to get a haematologist in there. We're going to do an ultrasound to make sure nothing is wrong there. Luckily, found out I'm not pregnant. Yeah, that's a joke I kept saying. The main reason to have an ultrasound in this sort of issue is to check the spleen. The spleen is something that can create the spleen is something that creates antibodies in your blood, and if it's overactive, whatever, then it's going to create too many antibodies and might target things which shouldn't be doing. This is, commonly known as an autoimmune type disease. Lupus. There's a lot of different types of autoimmune type things out there, and that all sort of stems from the body is attacking itself. Again, we don't know why. It could be this could have come from a viral infection previously, and the body's just gone into overdrive. I've got more tests to sort of come. So yeah, where were we? Thursday, had the ultrasound. I'm not pregnant. Spleen is slightly enlarged, but it's not enough to really be a proper worry, so that's fine. For the moment, no spleenectomy or anything is needed. They kept me on steroids for a couple more days, and also the anti-bleed type drugs and some antacids and stuff, just to sort of make sure your body's in check. Friday, I was finally let out, as you saw. I've got a bag full of drugs to sort of take as and when I'm supposed to be taking them. In fact, that should be about nowish, due of course. Steroids have stopped for the moment, but I'm going back to the doctors, or I'm going back to the hospital on Thursday for a checkup, so they're going to do another blood test, and to make sure platelet levels are coming back up. If not, then they'll look at sort of next steps really. So yeah, like I say, this issue can occur for a whole number of reasons. Alcoholics seem to get it. I'm not alcoholic, I don't drink. Smokers can get it. I don't smoke. HIV, people with HIV, AIDS and stuff could potentially have this. Again, I don't have that. So it's a slow process, but the doctors have to basically rule things out. At some point in the future, they're going to have to do a bone marrow biopsy, possibly, and that's just to make sure it's not leukemia, because leukemia can cause this. So yeah, it's to make sure it's not leukemia. I have, again, in my family history, I don't think there's any case of leukemia, so I'm not too worried about that. We just take it as it comes, stay on whatever drugs they tell us to do, and go from there really. I know certain vitamin deficiencies, I know certain deficiencies in your blood, such as anemia or whatever, can cause this issue as well. Again, none of that. My vitamin B12 and K and things like that were all perfectly within tolerance, so there's no issues there in terms of diet. So it's a weird one. And yeah, that's just what happened last week. Like I say, I'll put a couple of pictures through there just so you can sort of see. Bruising has still there, but it's going down slightly. The rash on my legs and so on, that's slowly disappearing. And yeah, so that was my in between Christmas and New Year fun. That's about it. Hopefully I'll be back on the bike soon to put more videos out on the bike. I just thought I'd give you that little update. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. Ride safe. See you later. Bye.